Quarterback Drake Maye is now a New England Patriot, and it feels good. Picks 1, 2, and 3 went just as I and many others expected. Of course, Caleb Williams, quarterback from USC, went to Chicago. Quarterback Jaden Daniels went to the Washington Commanders. And Drake Maye went to New England. It was just not that hard to predict. It was pretty clearly what was going to happen. As confident as I have been for the past few weeks, yesterday morning and afternoon, I did feel some anxiety. I thought, what if a team gives New England some kind of Godfather offer that they cannot refuse for pick number 3? And of course, in my view, that would have been a mistake. And thankfully, the Patriots front office made the right choice and kept pick number 3 and chose a quarterback. Because really, as great as draft day trade can be, there's really only so much value a boatload of picks can give you when you don't have a franchise quarterback. So they made the right choice. They picked at number 3, and now we know who is hopefully the new franchise quarterback for the Patriots. Now, when you draft a quarterback this early in the draft, many people expect them to start immediately. Personally, I'd prefer we only start Drake Maye if he is ready. Coach Mayo has said he will start the best players regardless of who they are. So if Drake Maye needs more time to develop and adjust to being in the NFL, that's fine. You can start Jacoby Brissett for a while, and then when it's time, start Drake Maye. I would much rather do this right than do it quickly. Like I've said, Drake Maye could become Mac Jones 2.0 if we don't learn some lessons. For one thing, be optimistic. That's always a good thing. But don't expect ridiculous things out of a quarterback right out of the gate from being drafted. Development takes time. Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady when he was first drafted. He was on his way to becoming that guy, but he was not there yet. Also, maintain consistent offensive coaching. Don't switch up offensive coordinators and quarterback coaches every season like we did with Mac. I have so much confidence that Drake Maye will be a great franchise quarterback. I just know it takes time and we have to be patient. But I am very excited, don't get me wrong. I think this can be a very fun journey we're about to start, and I trust Coach Mayo, Elliott Wolf, and the Kraft family to learn from their mistakes and build something great and build something better than we've been the past few years. So I watched the entire first round last night, and like I said, the first few picks went exactly as I expected. However, there were a couple of surprises that I think are worth talking about. The first big surprise was Washington quarterback Michael Penix Jr. being selected at number 8 by the Atlanta Falcons. For one thing, it's strange because the Falcons just signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year deal, so they have their franchise quarterback in place for a few seasons. Yes, he is 36, so, time is of the essence, but it is kind of surprising they went with a quarterback in the top 10 of the draft when they could have drafted a wide receiver or some kind of offensive talent to help out their newly signed quarterback. And of all quarterbacks, why Michael Penix Jr.? He has had 4 seasons end with injuries. He is not someone who you can necessarily rely on to be healthy for your team. If they're going to draft a quarterback, they should have gone with J.J. McCarthy. Now, like I've said, J.J. McCarthy lacks experience throwing the ball because he was on a run-first offense with Michigan, but he is healthier and has more potential than Michael Penix Jr. for the future. Now, probably the biggest first-round shocker for me was the Kansas City Chiefs selecting Xavier Worthy, a wide receiver out of Texas. As you may remember, Xavier Worthy holds the NFL Combine record for the fastest 40-yard dash. This guy is a scary, fast wide receiver and will be an excellent weapon for Patrick Mahomes in that Chiefs offense. Now, I'm somewhat conflicted by this because there's a part of me that thinks it will be really fun to watch Patrick Mahomes pass to Xavier Worthy. I mean, His speed is amazing. Obviously, Mahomes is a legend already. So there's a lot of fireworks that might be happening in Kansas City pretty soon. On the other hand, the Chiefs have won 3 Super Bowls in just a few years, and they just won back-to-back championships. So I'm also thinking, great, that's just what the Chiefs need, another great offensive player. I'm honestly shocked that the other teams in the draft allowed Xavier Worthy to fall so late into the first round. They really should have seen Kansas City on the draft board and thought, maybe we don't need to give them an extra weapon that'll make their offense even more amazing. Now, it's not a given that Xavier Worthy is going to have some kind of explosive NFL career, so we'll have to wait and see, but it was a very surprising pick, and at the very least, it will be an interesting narrative next season. So at least it'll be interesting. That's all I can say.